Hello, this is Alex from BC Designer. With the growing complexity of the business environment, compliance is set to be one of the emergent trends for the next decade. This diagram forms the core of our approach to compliance management. It is automated through a template or canvas available in BC Designer software. The segments of this canvas repeat the segments of the diagram, and there are some generic indicators suitable for tracking the implementation of any regulation. Let's discuss the steps for customizing this template. I already have it in my account. If you want to follow along, you can sign up for a free account at webbc.com and create a compliance scorecard, compliance template via new scorecard, more templates. We can start by changing the name of the scorecard we created and entering a description with some relevant details. Now, let's review the components of the canvas. We have 8 segments, each containing specific objectives. For instance, one of the objectives is train employees to follow the new regulation, quantified by a leading indicator, regulatory training completion, and a lagging indicator, incident reoccurrence. For some objectives, we've identified possible risks. For instance, the objective minimize the impact of non-compliance has a risk related to dependencies on third parties, and this risk is also quantified by an aligned KPI. Additionally, there are initiatives aligned with objectives, like compliance training program for the objective train employees to follow new regulations. This initiative lacks many details, so I can tailor it to my needs, assigning owner, attaching supporting documents, defining budget and timeline. This template is fully customizable. If I need to add a new objective or indicator, I can click the Add button. For a new risk or initiative, I can select an objective and use the Initiatives button on the toolbar. To access more details about an indicator or objective, double-click on it to switch to the KPIs tab. Here I have a hierarchical view of segments, objectives, indicators, and initiatives. I also have access to the details of the indicator. For example, number of driving forces identified is configured for annual updates. I can view it via the values editor. Additionally, there is a table here with the data for this indicator. Currently, it has only one sample record, but I can add more data. I can do it here or close this dialog and add more data using the internal calendar and data tab. The tool normalizes indicators, allowing me to deal with percentages instead of specific units like dollars or hours. The normalization process considers the optimization function of each indicator. For example, the number of driving forces identified is configured for maximization. The more driving forces we identify, the better. Another indicator, policy development time, is configured for minimization, as we are looking to reduce the time needed to develop an internal policy. With this canvas, we automate key steps in compliance management, tracking proactive efforts, policy implementation, employee training, partner compliance, simulations of non-compliance incidents. In the audit system section, we track the audit process and the implementation of the audit findings. When updating the audit findings closure rate, we can add a note via the comment function. For example, adding some explanation for the changes we made or noting down improvement ideas. The two other sections quantify non-compliance incidents. We can use historical data or benchmarks to estimate the impact of non-compliance even before the incident occurs. This will help justify the compliance budget when presenting your ideas to the board of directors. The objective in the last section is to minimize the impact of non-compliance incidents, quantified by incident response time and incident reoccurrence. This canvas is not the only way to visualize compliance office performance. Here is a sample dashboard featuring the most important indicators and a list of initiatives. This dashboard is also fully customizable. Finally, the original diagram includes step 7, alignment with other compliance scorecards. In the software, you can have different scorecards managing compliance in the context of various regulations. Connect these scorecards together or with other functional scorecards, such as cybersecurity or corporate governance. The connection process is simple. Just copy and paste items between the scorecards, and the software will suggest various linking options. BC Designer is a comprehensive strategic planning tool. It might seem complex at the first glance, but the interface includes links to video tutorials explaining the software's function in detail. Feel free to adopt the presented templates to track the compliance of your organization. We look forward to seeing you among the new users of BC Designer.